Hi, it's Ash. Today I have to share with you 10 girls' names that I love. These are all pretty unusual names. I really wanted to share names with you that not only are these my style names that I would or even have used, but also they're names that you might not have heard of before or haven't really, if you've heard of them, maybe you haven't really considered them. These are all pretty unusual. So to get started, number 1 on my list is Emerald. Emerald is actually my daughter's name and I love it so much. I could film a whole video, and maybe someday I will, on why we chose Emerald. I'm so happy we did because I really love her name and there are not many little emeralds out there. Number 2 on my list is Haven. Haven, I think, is a little more popular than Emerald is. I love this name. I love that it makes me think of safe haven, which just seems like such a wonderful thing. And I also love that it just seems like a cute little girl name, but I could also imagine it as a really attractive woman. Cove is number 3 on my list. Cove is a name I only heard recently, and I fell in love with it. It's really unusual. It's kind of surprised me when I first thought of it because I hadn't considered it as a name before. But I actually think it's very, very usable. I can totally imagine calling someone Cove. And I love that it makes me think of the sea because I just love anything nautical. Number 4 on my list is Vesper. I think that this name would just make a very striking name for anyone, and I think Vess is a very usable nickname. It actually rhymes, though, with my son's name, Harper, so I could never use it, but I do love it. Number 5 on my list is Elijah. Now, Elijah, I know, is a popular name for boys, but I've never met a girl or a woman named Elijah. And I think just like there are women named James or Michael, and I have noticed that women with names like that tend to be very attractive, I think a woman named Elijah would really be a very attractive woman. And I think it would work really well as a girl's name. Magnolia is number 6 on my list. I love magnolia trees. I love the beautiful, oversized, gorgeous pink blooms. And I think it just feels very southern, very decadent, very sumptuous, and yet earthy because it is a tree name. 7 on my list is Clementine. I do have a Clementine that I know of that's a little girl that was born to some friends of ours a few years ago. And of course, I applaud their taste because I just think Clementine is a gorgeous name. The first time I became aware of it was in the movie The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That wasn't the most flattering character that was named Clementine, but the name really stuck with me. It also has a nice southern feeling, and I think just very cute for a girl, but also lovely for a woman. Navy is number 8 on my list. Navy blue is one of my very favorite colors, and I think navy would be such a fetching name for a little girl. I've heard of it as a little girl's name, but I've yet to actually encounter a little girl named Navy. Maybelline is number 9. There's a song, I'm forgetting right now who the song is by, but maybe you know what song I'm talking about. It goes something along the lines of Maybelline, why can't you be true? Which, I mean, maybe that's not the best association for the name, but I think it's the cutest name, kind of like an old-timey, southernish feel. And then number 10 on my list is Ever. I think Ever would make such a great name for a little girl. I know Everly is very popular, but just Ever straight up reminds me of like a fairy tale, such as Happily Ever After. And it could be unisex for a boy or a girl, but I think I would use it for a girl, and I think it would be lovely. All right, well, thank you so much for letting me share. I hope this list gave you some things to think about. I love getting to share names that I love with people, and I hope it's helpful for anyone who's looking for something maybe a little unusual or maybe something that you hadn't thought of yet. So if you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I would love for you to comment below if there's any unusual girls' names that you love and you'd like to share. Please let us know what they are. I always am looking to hear more really great baby names. and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you'll see all the great content I have planned for you in the future. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.